All right, we have the entire company of Red Iron, as it's called. At least the Shadowdark RPG Game Master is giving us that name, which is kind of cool, actually. I like that. The company of Red Iron. We have 8 members, fairly large group. I'm going to try to run this thing. I'm going to try to run this thing solo, but using ChatGPT as the game master, and specifically the Shadowdark RPG Game Master. I believe I covered this in the last video. Just wanted to mention here the Shadowdark RPG Game Master. It's a GPT by Kevin Oliver. All right. Let's get back to our story. So we are left with some choices here. All right. So we have everybody entered in here. We have 8 members. Okay. I entered the data for the last member. I believe most of this is correct. I'll go through it if I've made mistakes. But we have 8 members here. We have Vam, who is a fighter. He's got his armor class of 16. Pretty good stuff going on here. Note, strength, grit. Uzguk is a fighter, half orc. We have Thralgunlir, who's our priest. Thornil, who's another fighter. We've got Therian, who is also a fighter, a very good fighter, with an armor class of 18, believe it or not. We've got Sarwin, who is our wizard. Pretty good wizard. It's got some magic armor. We've got Lingen, who is our thief, our halfling thief. We need that definitely. And we have another fighter. So we're very fighter heavy in this group. We do have a wizard, we do have a priest, and we do have a thief. So those guys are going to be very important here. We're going to really need to keep them safe. So what I really like about the way the game master lays things out, it says Lingen may also wear armor. I don't believe he has armor. Got a note there about his armor class only being 10. I really should have probably equipped him with leather armor at least. I don't believe he had any. So we're gonna have to go with what we got for now. But we have a full warband basically. I love the way it kind of lays it out here. We have our 4 fighters, Vam, Uzguk, Tharian, and Grumsh. Grumsh the Goblin. We have one Divine Caster who's Thralgunlir. We have one Arcane Caster, Sarwin. We have our one Thief, Lingen, and we have the Dwarf Tank, who is Thornil. So you got to have the Dwarf Tank in there as well. I like that. And we have magic. So we've got our group is we've got magic. We've got some offensive, defensive, detection. We're covered on healing and undead warding, which may be important in this one. Um, we've got stealth, trap work, melee, ranged power, unique talents. We've got some good talents. Pendant of the Red Sigil, which remember Vam got that on our last encounter, where basically he was on his own outside of the path that he took. We've got roughly 20 torches and more than enough rope. I think everybody has a basic crawling kit, which has your flint and steel and 3 days rations, lots of rope, lots of torches. So now we've got some final decisions to make. Well, I also have a decision too. I need to decide whether I'm going to subscribe, at least get a plus account because I'm sure I've queried ChatGPT quite a bit today just in the free version, which is what I've been using up to this point. I've been testing it out, but I'm very much considering at least getting a plus account because I'm finding some useful tools. With ChatGPT, it's great for doing lots of things, but that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother discussion. But our final decisions that we've got to make here, the Lost Citadel of the Scarlet Minotaur is in front of you. We have the main entrance is partially collapsed, loose stone and earth, perhaps passable with effort. We have the side trail. We do possess the mysterious pendant matching the red sigil carved in ancient stone. No torch is lit yet. We're going to need to do that. Darkness is going to become real time. That's going to be a big factor. So, what does the company want to do here? Um, Well, I guess we're going to have to figure this one out. Assign roles. We should probably assign roles here. Frontline scout. Probably Lingen. Lingen will be our frontline scout wielding a lit torch. Right. And definitely may consider switching this over to voice here soon as well, because typing may be quite lengthy. Magic support. How do we want to do this? I like the kind of the way this is laid it out here. We've got our 4 fighters. Let's see, who should we do next? I'm just trying to get kind of a general idea of like how do we want to break these guys up? We got Uzguk, and Therian. Uzguk and Therian directly behind, so I'm really trying to think this through. How do I want to do this? Uzguk, Therian. Well, for now we'll just say we're gonna go ahead and enter if we can. Let's go to the main entrance. This is a tough decision, guys. Might help if I could type too, you know what I mean? And we may switch over to voice here just to make this work better. I'm waiting to get my maximum here for the day. Oh, very nice. Okay, Ling and Moon's finger steps forward, a torch flaring to life in his hand. Shadows leap away from the flame as he pads softly toward the main entrance. Short sword drawn, eyes sharp. Behind him, Uzguk and Therian stalk like twin wolves, their swords bared and eyes scanning for sudden movement. The rest of the company of Red Iron falls in behind them, steel and spell at the ready. All right, so I like this. I like this. We got a formation here. Our front scout, Lingen, torch, short sword, traps, and stealth. Front line support, Uzguk, great sword, Therian, long sword and shield. Our middle line, we have Vam and Thermal, Mace, or our dwarf. Our back line, we're going to have Grumsh. He's a kind of a weaker fighter, unfortunately, has not as many hit points. He's only got 3. We'll have our priest and the wizard, but I kind of like having the extra fighter there in the back, honestly, just to give a little bit of help. And of course, the cord popped out of my laptop. All right, wait, pause for 1 second. All right, sorry about that, guys. I got this Dell laptop where the power cord loves to pop out from the back of it. It's just kind of a Dell thing, I think. Almost every Dell laptop I've had that has a power cord goes into the back. It likes to pop out. All right, so we've got our guys here. We're entering the main entrance at the Citadel of the Scarlet Minotaur. So we approach the collapsed archway, once grand, now a crumbling ruin overgrown with moss and age. The Red Bull sigil is still faintly visible in the cracked keystone above. Lingen presses close. Loose stones and dirt litter the way ahead. He lights his torch and cautiously examines the path forward. All right, so Lingen's going to do a trap check, checking for traps. Now, this is actually rolling our dice for us. Roll of 16. 12 to 16 is success. Lingen spots a pressure stone cleverly hidden beneath a flat slab. A careless step would have triggered a collapse from above. Oh man, we don't need that. He silently marks the path, signaling the others to follow closely. No trap is triggered. The entrance remains accessible. Wow. Okay, so Uzguk and Therian now, we're going to do a strength check to clear rubble with some support here. Clearing a small crawl space. Uzguk and Therian, who are up in the front. Between the two of them, the chunks of debris are quietly pushed aside, revealing a narrow path, tight but walkable for the whole group. So now we enter the Citadel. You descend into cool, stale air, stone walls pressing in. The torchlight flickers across carved reliefs, ancient warriors, bull-headed statues, and runes lost to time. You hear it first before you see it. A slow dripping sound deeper in. Somewhere far below, metal grinds softly like a portcullis shifting in the dark. All right, guys, we are now in the Shadowdark. The torch begins its real-time 1 hour burn. And if you're familiar with Shadowdark, you know what that means. What you will see. You enter a stone hall roughly 20 feet wide. Dust carpets the floor, and cracks run through every surface. The air smells of mildew and old blood. Ahead, the hallway forks. There's a left passage. Smells damp, faint sound of running water. Right passage, fresher footprints. Looks recently disturbed. Straight ahead, a heavy wooden door closed with scratch marks around the handle. Wow, we got a choice here. What should our choices be at this point? We got quite a few things we can do here. Langan, investigate a direction. I may want to investigate the door, to be honest. Reddy's turn undead. We're gonna worry about that if it happens. We've already known there's been skeletons here. Group proceeds cautiously in the chosen direction. We're gonna go with. I think I can just enter the numbers here. Hopefully, I'm going to say 1. Lingen investigates the door. Let's try that. Can I do this with voice? Lingen investigates the door ahead. Lingen investigates the door ahead. Okay, that works. Hey, that translates pretty good. So I don't have to type. Okay, the torchlight wavers as Lingen Moonfinger creeps toward the heavy wooden door. His soft, halfling steps make no sound. The wood is old, gray with age, swollen slightly with dampness. Deep scratch marks gouge the area near the iron handle, some fresh, some very old. He crouches low and sets to work. All right, Lingen does a trap check, rolls a 12. Rolls 12, 18. Oh, 18 success. Lingen brushes away the dust around the base of the door and spots a fine tripwire nearly invisible against the stone, connected to a needle trap hidden in the doorframe. This place is scaring me already, guys. Man, this thing's got traps everywhere. Like this is scary. So the hidden trap was a spring-loaded spike aimed at the wrist of anyone opening the door without spotting the mechanism. It was a hidden trap, a poison needle. The Lingen narrows his eyes. With calm precision, he disables the trap. A faint click and tension releases from the mechanism. Safe. The trap is now inert. All right, so now our door status is unlocked. The trap has been disarmed. Scratches appear to be from both clawed hands and rusted tools. And then behind the door, Lingen hears nothing. It sounds very silent. Too silent. Oh, man. Do I really want him to open the door? I mean, Lingen's the guy who doesn't have, like, armor, right? He's got, like, a armor class of 10. I don't know if I want to waste my detect magic right now either. I'm thinking this one through. Do I really want to do that? Listen longer? Uh, oh man. We decide to listen longer, wait, and observe. I may have hit my limit for the day. Oh, not yet. Be working on that. I'll have to get my subscription here, I guess. Lingen kneels beside the door, motioning for silence with two fingers. The rest of the company of Red Iron halts in place, weapons drawn, torches lowered. Only the distant dripping of water echoes through the citadel's stone bones. The halfling places his ear gently to the rough wood. All right, Lingen's going to do a listening check here. Wisdom is -1. The roll, oh wow, 16 success. At first, only silence, then faint, almost imperceptible, a slow shuffling, like something dragging across stone, heavy, rhythmic. It's not directly behind the door, it's somewhere deeper beyond it, moving slowly across what sounds like a large open space. There's also the briefest hint of wet breathing, like something with lungs, but not quite right. Oh man, this sounds bad already. Lingen pulls back, whispering to the party. Something's moving, big, slow, and breathing. Not right behind it, but not far either. All right, so we definitely have something on the other side of this door. I'm afraid we're going to be probably in a fight. Do we want to open the door quietly and scout what's beyond? I think there's just going to be danger everywhere in this place. I don't think if we go left or right, we're going to run into danger. We're just going to run out of torches, not making a decision here somewhere. Uh, I don't feel like doing a detect magic. Prepare for combat. I think we should prepare. The party prepares for combat, then open the doors together. All right, guys. Steel whispers from scabbard. Sarwin clutches his staff, the rune along it pulsing softly. Ralganlir kisses his holy symbol of Ged, or Geed. I'm sorry if I mispronounce that. Please, somebody let me know. I don't know the pronunciation. And mutters a prayer. Grumsh grins and mutters. Smash time. Oh, yeah. Uzguk is our half orc, and Tharian pressed to either side of the door, blades raised. Lingen gives one last glance back, nods, and gently pulls the heavy latch. Oh, I can't breathe here, guys. The door opens. The hinges creak slightly, but not loud enough to echo. Torchlight spills into a vast stone chamber. The air is thicker here. Dust swirls in motes. Carved pillars rise up like skeletal trees half swallowed by crumbled masonry and decay. Far ahead, across the chamber, something stirs. You see it. Oh. Hulking undead brute. Oh. I don't even know what that is. Never faced one of these guys. Once a warrior, now a hulking armor-patched corpse, fused with rusted weapons and chainmail. Its head is wrapped in old cloth, and a crown of bent nails protrudes from its scalp. It drags a great flail behind it, chains whispering across the stone. It hasn't seen you yet. It stands between you and a set of double doors, the only visible exit from this chamber. Scattered throughout the chamber are collapsed pillars offering cover. Oh boy, we've got some options here now. Charge into combat now with the element of surprise. Attempt a stealthy approach. Lingen or others. Lingen is an armor class of 10. I don't think he needs to be doing that, unfortunately. I need him to detect traps. Have Saruman cast magic missile. Man, I'll tell you what, that might be a good call. Have him ready that. But we need some ranged hits before we get in close. Have Thrallgnir ready, turn undead. May or may not affect it. This creature looks unique. Yeah, I mean, it's a corpse, right? It used to be a warrior. So I may want to go ahead and do that. Um, that's going to really use up our spells. Try to flank using broken pillars. Close the door and retreat, or try another path. The enemy has not noticed you. You have the upper hand for now. What is your opening move? All right, we've got some decisions to make, guys. I think we're going to stop it right here. I'm going to keep this video short. But I hope you're enjoying the story so far. This is getting kind of intense. We're just inside of this place, and the place is kind of scaring the crap out of me, honestly. I realize we have a party of 8 here, but Shadowdark, with Shadowdark, there's always that chance that you're going to go. You're not going to make it. There's a very good chance that not all 8 of these characters are going to make it out of here. But stick around, come back, and we'll carry this on in the next video. Have a great day.